He's back. Tell a friend. She just woke up from a nap. That's why she looks like that. She really usually doesn't look like that. Hey y'all, so we are back with another reading vlog. I'm actually starting to get the hang of this reading vlog thing, like trying to update and vlog as much as possible. It's been pretty darn cool. So, TBR for the week. I'm doing the thing. I am doing the thing, and I am picking up and doing my reread of Children of Blood and Bone this week. I have to get her done. I need to get her done. It's just, I have to do it. I am actually doing a separate reading vlog for Children of Blood and Bone and Children of Virtue and Vision, so I won't talk too much about that book this week at all. That's going to be a separate vlog thing that I'll be doing. Last week I read a lot of the Marvel single issue comics that I needed to follow with my Marvelous Year. So I need to finish out. I read most of the stuff that I needed to finish, but I am going to finish out the final issues of Fantastic Four that I need to read for 1961, 1962. This week I will be filming. It won't go up this week because this week I have 2 reviews and a reading vlog going on this week. But next week, when this vlog goes up, I will also be having a final wrap up and recap of my first Marvel experience of reading comics from 1961 to 1962. So I think that's going to be really, really fun. Other things that I plan on reading this week, I have Salt and Stilettos that I was reading last week. I need to finish that this week because I need to get that review up this week, and it's just I have some thoughts. It's not a bad book. I'm just kind of like in a comic book in fantasy mood right now, and that book is neither, so it's driving me a little crazy. But I do need to read that. I need to start my read of Docile because that hold has to go back to the library. I have a couple audiobooks that I want to listen to. I started listening to Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. That'll probably be one that I listen to this week. Trying to think what else. I may just pick up whatever's left on my TBR. Actually, I have one of my TBR that I need to finish up that I haven't finished up yet, that I'm looking to finish up, and that is The Wicked and the Wallflower by Sarah McLean. I was reading this a little bit more last week. I've been reading this book for months, y'all. Not because it's bad, just I go in and out of the mood for historical romance. But I'm 250 pages into this one, so I'm hoping that maybe I can, and it's not that much, it's not super a lot left, it's really, really good, but I'm hoping to finish this so I can get another book off of my currently reading list on Goodreads that I've been reading for months on end. But that's it for right now. It's about her mid-lunchtime. I gotta help my mom with some stuff, and maybe I'll do a check-in later. I know you guys, I'm horrible at doing these check-ins in the evening time because our schedule gets hectic in the evening with her, like bath time, dinner time, me having to eat dinner, spending time with family. It just becomes a lot. But hopefully I can give you guys an update then. But if not, I will check in tomorrow. You know, I just realized I keep vlogging in the same exact clothes. And it's because I was at my parents when the pandemic started, so I only been back to our place like once. So I have a limited wardrobe. I promise y'all this is not the same day. Well, clearly it's not the same day, but I do have more clothes than what you guys have been seeing. So today is Tuesday, May 12th. And I have done some reading. Some reading. Not a lot, really. Yeah. I think I may be falling into a slight slump. So today I made a very, very interesting decision. I decided not to vlog anymore. It's becoming too much of a chore. I want to focus my time on this channel And blogging takes away from my ability to really create content on here and to really read the way I want to read. Blogging takes a lot of time. So I'm gonna be switching to doing my full-length reviews on Goodreads and just focusing on making sure content on this channel. I've been doing a good job uploading every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I want to keep that same routine. I think that's a routine that is not too far-fetched. I think it's something that is plausible. So, reading. I read one issue of the Fantastic Four last night, issue number 3, which was laughable. I did a full review on that on Goodreads. It was very interesting. So I am 86% into Salt and Stilettos. It is really good. It's really good. I'm convinced that the main lead Will is my future husband. It's about, I think I've talked about this before, where it's a guy who is a really good chef, but he's moving into the restaurant business, and he's opening a restaurant, and he has horrible experience, and Brett, who's the female lead, comes in and is trying to give him some PR assistance, so he's taking her advice. So that's mainly been the only thing that I've been reading. Today, I did start picking up Children of Blood and Bone. Of course, this is a reread for me, but I am doing a separate blog for this and Children of Virtue and Vengeance. These tabs are not tabs from my first read. I mean, they're from my first read. So, I'm interested to see what I tab, because I didn't fully annotate this the first time that I read it. I don't know why I didn't. I should have. But I'm not going to really talk about that as I read this week, because it'll be getting its own separate blog. But just know that I am reading that. I came up with some ideas of some videos that I want to shoot soon. I think I talked about it last week, or this week. Maybe I talked about it yesterday. So yesterday I had my review of Grown go up, which seems to be doing fairly well. That review came early, considering the book doesn't come out to September. Tomorrow, my last week's reading vlog will go up, and on Friday, my review of Paper Girls, series review of Paper Girls will go up. So that'll be fun. And I pretty much have all my stuff lined up for the rest of May, what I'll be filming and putting up. So for the rest of May, I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more videos that are going to go up this month, which is really good. But I kind of gave myself the deadline of being finished with Children of Blood and Bone and Children of Virtue and Vengeance by May 25th, which I think I can finish it before then, but they're chunky books. Children of Blood and Bone is over 500. Children of Virtue and Vengeance is almost 500. So we'll see how that goes. I have a package coming in on Friday that's going to be used as a it's not a prop, but it's going to be used for footage. So I'm excited for that. We'll talk about that on Friday. And I have another book that I need to finish by the 30th of May. And this is one that I'm reading slowly, but I need to have it finished because I have a triple review going up, and this is one of the books that'll be included in that review. And it's Conversations in Black by Ed Gordon. I talked about this a little bit during my May TBR video, but this is basically a book on the state of the Black community, different topics, and it is discussed by different people. You can see some of the names on the covers right there if you want to pause the video and kind of read some of them. But I am really enjoying it. There are a couple points that I definitely want to make in reading this one. But I need to finish this. It's short, but it's deep. So I need to focus on this as well. And then last thing that I want to do is hopefully maybe this week. I know I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but hopefully I can finish Wicked and the Wallflower. It's been a long time coming with this one. It's not a bad book. It's just taking me forever. And baby girl loves holding this book. I don't know why. Future romance reader, maybe. But okay, y'all. We are going to just hang out. My mom is using the downstairs area for something right now. So we're kind of up here for right now. We probably will go walking. And on the walk, I am going to continue to listen to Fix Her Up. That'll be my audiobook for the week. I haven't been really listening to audiobooks like that because we haven't been walking. That's because we haven't really been walking. So I need to get back on my audiobook kick. Good job. Alright, y'all. We'll check in later. Say good morning. Say hey. Good morning. It's May 13th, Wednesday. What are we doing, boo? I literally just woke up. She always gets up before me and harasses me until I get up so we can hang out before it's time for breakfast and all that jazz. So, reading update, right? What did we read last night? Okay, so we read a little bit of Children of Blood and Bone, which, of course, I said I wasn't gonna update because that's getting its own reading vlog, so I'm not talking about it. But I did read some of that last night. And we did end up reading what do we end up reading too, boo? Conversations in Black. Got 71 pages into that. It's really deep. I have until the end of the month though to finish that one. But pushing myself, I read a little bit here and there. I tried listening to a little bit of Fix Her Up, but I fell asleep on it. She was already passed out. Ouch, boo. But other than that, I didn't really read much last night. So, we're gonna hang out for a little while longer. And then we are gonna head downstairs for breakfast time. Breakfast time. I think I want cereal this morning, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. Who knows? But we will check in later. Say bye. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. So I'm back with another check-in. We just got finished with nap time. So now we're about to spend some time outside, but I just wanted to let you guys know what I have been reading. So on my Kindle, I've been reading Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. This is a first book in her Wicked Villain series that's interesting to say the least. This is a retelling of Jasmine. Well, it's like Aladdin, but it's Jasmine and Jafar. And I'm only 13% in, and my God. Goodness gracious. It's steamy. It's super steamy. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every second. So we go outside, I probably will read that. I actually just ended up getting 4 arcs from Penguin Teen. They sent me, let's see if I can get to it. You know, I have such a hard time navigating this thing sometimes when it's really not that difficult to navigate. Okay, so they sent me a copy of The Boy in the Red Dress, and I will make sure I put a picture beside me. They sent me a copy of Beyond the Break, a copy of Joe Laurie, and a copy of We Are Not From Here. So most of these books come out within the next month or so. So I may switch around my priorities and actually end up reading those. I at least want to read The Boy in a Red Dress because that came out today. And I've been hearing so much about it, especially from Adriana at Perpetual Pages. So I'm looking forward to reading that one. So I may make that kind of a priority read this week. Other than that, I haven't really picked up much of anything. Of course, you know, I've been doing my Reader Chosen Bun Bone, but no updates here. You gotta check out the other vlog for that. But we'll be back with another check-in later. Toodles. Good morning. The lighting in this video is gonna suck, but it is Friday, May 15th, and we're hanging out this morning. So I got up at 5:30 and fed her, and then when she went back to sleep, I finished Desperate Measures by Katie Roberts. It was really good, y'all. So many scenes that I blushed, but it was really, really good. So I think we're just gonna chill for right now. We're currently watching. She keeps trying to take it. Come on, get in the shot. There you go. We're watching the first season of Avatar, which debuted on Netflix this morning. So you can hear it in the background. So we're watching. That's what we're watching. So we'll watch a few episodes of that and then probably head down to the kitchen for breakfast and her next feeding. Sorry, this lighting is so awful. It's early morning type of thing. And I'm exhausted, but we'll be back to check in later. My fan all in the camera. All in the camera. It's ridiculous. I've been doing this long enough to know better. Hey y'all. Hey. I got some book mail. So I got a copy of Twilight. Are we surprised? No. So Stephanie Meyer is coming out with Midnight Sun. And I have a copy of all the other books in hardcover. But I could not find a copy of Twilight. So I got this one. And I will be reading this one this month. And doing a rewatch of the movie, which should be really, really fun. It's been a while since I've read this, so I'll be interested to see what my thoughts are. Hey y'all, so it is Thursday. Say hey. Say hey. She's so smiley every time we do these videos. So, I did talk this morning about the fact that I did finish Desperate Measures? She has my Kindle right now. And I really enjoyed that one. I think I talked about it and said I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Baby, you didn't read that one. You're not allowed to read those yet. You too little. So I read Desperate Measures and I thought it was super good. And I signed up for Katie Roberts' newsletter just so I could get the bonus content. Because I need the bonus content in my life. Yeah, mommy had to get the bonus content. So I really actually have not been reading a lot this week. I've been reading a lot, but the books that I've been reading this week are longer, so I'm not reading as much. So, so far I've only finished 2 books and 2 comics this week, but I have been reading quite a bit of Children of Blood and Bone and annotating this one. She actually has my annotating stickies right now. So I'm about to do, once I get finished with this clip, I'm about to do an update on this. I am also listening to A Lovely War. I haven't added that or Children of Blood and Bone to my Goodreads yet. With my audiobooks, I'm starting to think that I wait until I get about 20% into the book before I mark it as currently reading on Goodreads, because sometimes I start to listen to a book and I'm thinking I'm liking it, and then I start listening to it more and I'm like, I don't really like this narrator, so then I end up just not finishing it. But The Lovely War I'm actually enjoying, and I'm almost at that 20% mark, so I think I'm about to mark it as currently reading on Goodreads. So the goals for the rest of the day, we're about to go outside as always. I don't think much of our routine is going to change, at least for the rest of this month. I think work may happen for me in the next month or so. But I am going to focus on finishing 2 things. So I have an ARC copy of, sorry, you're pulling me because you want to be in the video. Look, you pulled me and then you're not talking. Okay, tell them what you're reading. You want to tell them that we've been reading, you and Lolly especially, y'all been reading I Love Pete the Kitty and Pickaboo Baby and Clifford's Animal Sounds, and then Baby's Clothes. Baby's Clothes is your favorite one. You want to talk about those? Really? And that's how the characters are? What about the plot? Is the plot good? So the plan for the rest of the day is to read The One and Only Bob, which is the follow-up to The One and Only Ivan. I received an ARC of that, and it's already out, but I need to finish it. I think I'm close to 20% into that one. And then I just started Nancy Drew, the first book in the series. So I'm going to read that one. And then I have a couple of other ARCs, y'all, that I need to get to, but I don't think I'm going to focus on them this week. I may push them to the next week or the end of the month. And then I also just got my copy of Twilight, which I need to read by the end of the month for video. So I'm kind of strapped tight with things that I need to get done. So I may really sit down and just look at some dates and think about when I need to have stuff finished by the end of the month. There are a couple things that I need to have finished by the end of the month because we have videos that we need to shoot. So, we'll see, but I will try to do another check-in later just to give you guys an update. You say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Bye, y'all. So we're doing a check-in. I have not really read. That's a lie. I got 25% into... What's the book we're listening to, babe? Lovely War. 25% into that. And I got 30% into The One and Only Bob. So we've been doing some reading. I actually just created this whole entire reading plan for the rest of the month, where I created the start dates, number of pages, and the ending days for I think about 6 physical books that I need to finish by the end of the month. So that's cool. And then I also created a plan for my Marvel stuff. So hopefully you guys will see, y'all will see the results of that at the end of the month, but we'll see. But hopefully I'll do another check-in later. If not, I will check in with y'all tomorrow. 17th, and I am checking in again. Just a quick reading update. No, boo. That's how you tear this one up. So, I am still reading Conversations in Black. I read a lot last night. I think I read like 80 pages of it last night. So I'm on page 153 of this one. I'm hoping to finish this one by the 19th. I am still reading Children of Blood and Bone. I am behind on my reading schedule for this one. I am currently 181 pages into this one, and as of yesterday, I should have been at 281. And then at the end of today, I'm supposed to be even further than that, like in the 300s. So I have a lot of catching up to do with Children of Blood and Bone, which, like I said, I'm doing a reading vlog for, so I won't do much of an update for that. I won't say anything too much about that one. I have been reading a lot of Marvel comics while the baby was sleeping. I don't know if you guys can see her. Say hey, boo. You say hey? While she was taking her nap, I finished Fantastic Four issues 8 and 9. And we're about to go downstairs, and I'm about to film my videos for the upcoming week. I am filming my mid-May wrap-up. I am filming my wrap-up of my read of the first year of Marvel, which is Marvel year 1961 and 1962. So I'm filming that so that I can go up on Friday, and then I think I'm shooting a bonus video to go up on Saturday, which is going to be part of my Being a Librarian 101 series, and this one is going to be Where Are All the Black Librarians? So if you're watching this now, it's going up on Wednesday, so look for that video on Saturday of this week. Other than that, like, we really don't have much going on today except me filming. We went walking early this morning because it's been getting really, really hot, like stupid hot, like really, really hot. So we are trying to avoid walking in the afternoons because it's literally just too hot for the two of us. So we've been trying to cut back on that. And we have breakfast, and I think we're going walking again with my parents later on this evening. My mom is making Easter dinner. It's May 17th, y'all, but she didn't cook Easter dinner this year, so now she felt the need to cook Easter dinner this year, and she's making macaroni and cheese, collard greens, stuffing, and ham. Like, what the world? A whole month later. But yeah, that's it. We went to church this morning to a virtual church. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to film Boo Boo. Here, you see. She's playing with the tabs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to film, and then we're probably just going to hang out. I don't know how much of my physical books I'm going to get done. Oh, on my Kindle, I'm still reading Nancy Drew, the first book in the Nancy Drew series, which is also for another project. It's crazy. And also The One and Only Bob, which is a follow-up to The One and Only Ivan. You coming up? Say hey. Not gonna say nothing. So I'm reading those, and I have this crazy strenuous reading plan for the rest of the month, which was included in my May mid-month wrap-up, which you guys will see before this video goes up. So it's just a lot. I need to find time to read all the arcs that I was sent by Penguin Teen. I did not realize I got sent like 6 arcs. And they all come out next month, so I think next month is going to be heavy arc reading month. But for my physical books, I have a strenuous plan, and I have a strenuous plan for my Marvel reading as well. So long check-in. I'll be back with my weekly wrap out and my closing later. Bye. pouring rain. Pouring freaking rain.
Is it cold?
No, it doesn't feel cold. It feels good, actually.
It doesn't feel cold. It's okay.
I guess so. So just an FYI, we had no idea that it was going to rain. There was no rain in the forecast. It was super random. And it's over with. And I'm soaking wet. But we are walking. And it was so weird. Like, I heard the rain coming. And I was like, it's about to start pouring. And it started pouring. So, reading update. I have read nada today because I filmed 3 videos for 4 videos that will go up this week, including this one. And I've been listening to Lovely War. I'm almost 35% into that. So I probably will continue that into next week. And I have some serious reading that I need to get done tonight. I need to catch up with Children of Blood and Bone. And I'm on track with the book Conversations in Black. I'm on track to finish that one. So I will do a final recap later of what I have read this week. I promise I have more clothes than this, but I always end up in the same shirt. But I'm here to close out the weekly reading vlog. I didn't read as much this week, meaning that I didn't read... Here, boo. Look. I didn't read as much because I read more pages. I was reading bigger things this week. So I did finish my read of Salt and Stilettos, which is cool. And most of the stuff y'all already talk about. This is going to go up after my mid-month wrap-up. I'm not going to really talk about the books themselves because I've already done that. I don't want it to be redundant. But I did end up reading Salt and Stilettos, which was that arc that I had to read. I did end up reading a lot of issues of Fantastic Four. I'm just going to put the issues over here. But I did end up reading a lot of issues of Fantastic Four. And I finished Desperate Measures by Katie Robert, which is probably one of my favorite romance reads for the month so far. And then I read The Dare by LaRue. I also ended up for this week, I read 326 pages of Children of Blood and Bone. So that's why, like, I don't have, like, I've been reading bare books. I also read a good chunk, probably close to 100 pages of Conversations in Black. I've been listening to Lovely War, and I've been reading the first book in the Nancy Drew series, as well as an arc of The One and Only Bob by Catherine Applegate. So I've been reading a lot. I just haven't finished a lot because it's a lot of pages. So hopefully this upcoming week it'll be a little different. Actually, I know this upcoming week will be different. So a lot more stuff will get finished this week than this upcoming week as opposed to this week. So that's it. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, click the subscribe button. Remember, I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And somebody wants to say bye. Say bye. And we'll be back with another vlog next week. Toodles.